Hello guys, this is Jonathan Munoz again for more videos, and I'm trying to put the videos mainly in YouTube and any written or text or graphics in the Facebook page, so I can drag more people into the YouTube channel to subscribe. But anyways, today I want to talk to you about a question that I have been trying to find a good answer that will help you during the interview season. And this is about what questions to ask to the interviewers, the program directors, the residents, where there are some questions that won't be impactful or will make them remember you, like, oh, tell me about parking, tell me what is around this area to do for a young person like me, tell me uh, what does the residents do in their time off here? Yeah, those are simple questions. You can ask that to the residents, but if you're gonna talk to a program director, you might as well have some good questions that show your research, show your preparation, your personality, your interest of working hard. And so I was thinking about that. What are those instances that we have a hard time getting the residents to commit or getting help from the residents? Because remember, residents are going to be representing their program directors in the hospital, aside of the work that they do in the clinic, in the outpatient clinic. Residents will represent their attendings in the hospital, in any community work that they will do. And so I think I found some good answers to this. Okay, so number one is ask them about their leadership style. Simple. How can you ask that? Simple. It's like when you get the opportunity. Hey, do you have any questions for me? Sure, I do. Tell me about your leadership style. How do you lead the residents, or what is the leadership style within the residency program? Why is this question important? Leadership means a lot for residency programs. If you look at, or if you listen to podcasts about program directors doing any talks, they always mention something about leadership and their new title on leadership, how they attend this new conference on leadership. Why? Because any residency faculty has to have some leadership training. Why? Because you have to lead residents, you have to lead young people in formative stage, and it's not just the authoritarian method that works, but the more inclusive, the more participative one. So a good program director that has been in a program directorship position for years will blow your ears with an answer on this aspect. So you just ask, like, what's your leadership style, and why is this important? And once they finish the answer, they will be, why is this important for you? And you can say, because I would love to participate or be part of a program that takes the residents' ideas into consideration when moving into big decisions. And that's part of being a team. Okay, so that's one. I really like that question now that I've been thinking about it. And the next one is, what are you most excited about that you are currently working on? What are you most excited about that you are currently working on? And why is this? Because it's not an empty question. Why? Because during residency, within a residency program, there are many things going on every year. There are big quality research activities happening as part of the academic year. Each resident has to work on a quality improvement program, for example, and there is always one that will be a winner of or a recipient of a grant, and then that is very important for the residency program. Why? Because not only they get money to fund a program, or to find any any activity that they want to do in a specific aspect, like hypertension, smoking. But they also get recognition from the hospital. They also get recognition from the community. So there you go. And if they ask you, what do you mean? You could say, are you having any big quality improvement program that is about to win a grant, or is any of the residents about to submit an interesting paper, and or have any of your residents won any I don't know, any awards this year? I remember during my residency program, or my residency years, I won the Teachers Award from the Society of Teachers of Family Medicine. It was a big deal that year, but for them it was a big deal. For me, it was, I don't know, I like to teach, so to me it was something that came as part of the effort I put on, but for them to have one of the residents win this was a big deal. Anyways, that's the second one. And the last one is, can the residents participate in hospital committees? Why? Because hospital committees are running all year long, with or without residents. They have doctors on it, they have nurses, and every department of the hospital has a committee. For example, the internal medicine committee, the family medicine committee, the glycemia management committee, the CHF management committee, and the readmission prevention committees. Now, there are so many committees that it's hard to find a doctor that participates on it. Not only for the doctor to sign off on many papers that have to be signed off, but for a doctor to provide ideas, to tell the nurses that are leading these committees, hey, this is my perspective on this topic that you're talking about. This is how I face it with my patients. This is how I treat hyperglycemia. This is how I approach diabetes. Or this is what I do for my CHF patients. I really don't have a cardiac rehabilitation program at hand. And so many things, many committees need doctors on it. Whereas you may not have a title as a medical director for these committees, you could volunteer to be present on these committees. Why? Because whatever you are learning there, for example, if you get involved into the glycemia committee that says every patient that comes in the hospital has to be on the glycemia management protocol, which involves a long-acting insulin, prandial amount of insulin, and a sliding scale. So you communicate that to your co-residents. Or if you're in a CHF committee and the hospital is saying, well, we have just started this cardiac rehabilitation center program, and we would like more patients to come and see what are we doing and maybe benefit of this. So you bring that idea to your residents meeting and say, hey guys, I'm part of the CHF meeting, and for your patients, for your clinic patients that have CHF, you could start sending them to the cardiac rehabilitation center that is just starting with the hospital. And so see, your involvement not only makes the residency program look good, but it helps your co-residents, which is well seen by program directors. Now, the trick to this question is how you approach it, because the reason why residents are not usually involved on these committees is because they don't have time. So when you ask these questions, you say, hey, are residents able to participate in medical committees within the hospital? And if they say yes or no, if they say yes, then your answer will be something like, oh, that's great. If I have time, I would like to be involved in the in a cardiac committee or CHF committee or glycemia committee, which are the most pertinent for primary care specialties like family practice or internal medicine. So those are my 3 questions for the dreaded ask me some questions part of the interview process. Hopefully this helps you. Practice, read about what I talk, and hopefully this is something that makes you shine on that day. Thank you.